Everybody, Jeff Bates is my name. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. We are live. That is Nikki, Death Star Diva, probably my favorite all-time Instagram, YouTube name. Nikki, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jeff?
Spectacular. You have had me excited all week. I think that people know why, because I've been, I do a little promotion of this, but when I put out my video, I don't even know what day it was, Wednesday or Thursday, and I announced it, I had a bunch of comments about, oh my gosh, I'll be there. Where did you go without me?
Well, I went to Galaxy's Edge.
like you scaled the walls, like you broke down.
Yeah, it was a lot of hiding from security, a lot of ducking. I had to wear a stormtrooper costume. It barely fit.
Nice. Well, let me say hi to whoever we have here in chat, and then I'll probably just have one question. I was about to say I'm gonna have a million questions for you. It might just be one, and then I'll just sit here and be so jealous. S-Reek, welcome in. The Lucky Minute, welcome in. Mr. Fulton, Mraz, welcome in the Lucky Minute. Miguel, I was just watching your stream. So glad you guys are here. Go ahead and smash the like button. As I always say, I'm going to try my best to keep up with chat, but tonight is about Nikki and what you saw. So somehow you bribed the guard and got behind the wall. You've been to Galaxy's Edge. Is this truth?
It is truth.
I am so jealous. Tell me everything.
I am still a little shocked that it happened. I wasn't planning on going. This was not something that was like in the works or anything like that. Basically, I took a trip to Florida. I went with one of my really close girlfriends. She actually works for Disney, and she's been working there for going on 20 years. And the person that she was supposed to bring to Galaxy's Edge actually bailed. He couldn't get off of work. He was scheduled and just had other obligations. And so right then and there, she asked me, hey, do you want to go to Galaxy's Edge with me? And I was like, yeah.
So I'm generally the least nosy guy in the world. I don't care. What did this dude have to do to not go to Galaxy's Edge?
Apparently he was like scheduled to work in Oregon or something like that. I literally would have quit my job.
I don't understand that at all.
Priority. Yeah. So I literally flew back from Florida on Saturday morning, got, touchdown Saturday afternoon, rest and slept on Sunday, and then Monday morning, bright and early, we're there at Disneyland for Galaxy's Edge. So yeah, no time to prepare, no time to sink in the feeling that I'm actually going. It was the very first day that they were actually allowing a cast preview for Galaxy's Edge.
Wow.
So I was
the day that we saw that picture of all the cast members, it was everywhere. You were in there the next day or that day.
Yeah. So it was weird because it was kind of surreal because they sequestered all of us over to the Star Wars launch bay in Tomorrowland, and they went through a whole security thing, checked in ID badges and cast badges and everything else. And they gave us a wristband and then told us to line up right where Galaxy's Edge opens. So we all made our way to the Frontierland entrance. And we're just all standing there, and they gave us these white plastic bags, and they said, seal up any electronics in the bags. So we had to put our cell phones, iPhone watches, anything that was electronic in the bag and seal it up. So yeah, we were not allowed to take pictures or videos or anything like that. At this point, I didn't even care. Right? I was just like, I will hand over my 11-year-old. Just let me in.
How many do they need? I have 4 daughters. I'll give them.
I mean, just given my name alone, Death Star Diva, I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
I know. I was going to ask you. Well, I'll shut up.
Yeah, literally, a huge Star. I mean, look, I have mascara that is Star Wars.
I do not have.
That's how big of a fan I am. Everything.
My deepest voice. I do not have Star Wars. Yeah, that's sweet. I bet my daughters do, or at least a couple of them do. Hey, let me say hello to some more people in chat, but don't forget where you're at. Stacy, of course. I saw your message. Yes. Stacy, always. If my channel is about anything, it's about supporting Disney creators. So of course, please do. And hello, Disney Life for me. Hello, Walter Grams. I think we've learned that he's my Let's just call him my son. I love it. My Disney park memories. Welcome in. I love being called Skipper Jeff. Thank you. Steve, hey, buddy. How are you? The lucky minute. I think I said hello. Jack, Sandy Claus, Logan in the house. Painting the roses red. How are you, my friend? The Amtrak Traveler. That's awesome. Welcome in. I love me some trains.
Hi,
Johan. I bet they're your friend the way you just reacted. I love that. What a fun name. The busy little houses in the house. Fulton, Mraz, Wishing Mouse, Christie's Corner, AJC, Little Oz all the way from yesterday. So glad you're here. I think that's everybody. Here. So Nikki just had the stormtroopers take away all her electronics. She's walking in the door. You might not hear from me again the rest of the hour.
So yeah, they send us all in there, and they put us basically. It was 300, like around 300 cast members at a time. So per each time slot. And they said that that's going to be the way it is once reservations start and they actually start letting the public in. They're going to do like around 300 at a time, which is a good number, for that many people to go in there.
Empty. How did that feel?
It was, well, when they first tunnel you in there, obviously you're kind of bottlenecked in there. So it is a little tight once you go in. But once you're actually in Star Wars Land, it opens up and it's amazing. And it's not crowded at all. It actually, you can walk around and kind of explore everything and see everything. So I think the way that Disney planned it was the perfect, perfect combination of just having enough people there, but still being able to see everything inside the land. So I will tell you, it definitely transports you to Batuu. So you literally think that you're on another planet. And even the cast members that are there, that work there, they interact with you and literally speak to you like you're on another planet. So they have a certain hello greeting. They have a certain goodbye greeting. It's amazing. Like, I'm still freaking out about it. It's amazing.
Well, that makes me so happy. Like, so you're Death Star Diva. I know that you're going to love Star Wars as much as I love Star Wars. There's no way I'm going to be disappointed. My 7-year-old self is going to be busting out of my 49-year-old body that day. Yes. And I can just your smile, like, you were not disappointed. Am I right?
No, not at all. I screamed. I cried. I cried some more.
I cried when you said you'd come on the show after. I gotta plug Nick. Okay, so on the Kilt Guy's channel, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Nikki and Scotty went live. I was watching the very beginning of it. I sent them both a message. They both responded, "Yes, I'll come on your show." And then I stopped. I'm sorry. I'll go back and watch it now. But I didn't watch any more because I wanted to be surprised tonight. And it's kind of funny because I'm not one of those guys that's afraid of spoilers. But when you said you were coming on, I wanted to watch your face. I wanted to hear it. And I got to the point where you said that, and you have to tell this story. A cast member got caught. True?
Yes.
Well, I'll shut up again. Tell me about that.
So we were in line for Smuggler's Run. And let me tell you guys, do not skip don't get like the fast pass or single rider just because you think it's going to be a little shorter. The way that they have everybody in there with only 300 people, literally the wait is like 25 minutes. So it's really short. It's worth the wait in line. Honestly, like I did the single rider line because I just wanted to get over and done with it. Yep. But after I got out of the single rider line, there was hardly anybody in line. So I went and wrote it again. And going through the queue line. Yeah, I wrote it twice.
My jealousy list is going higher levels, going higher and higher.
So yeah, definitely wait through the queue line because the interaction with Hondo and everything it makes the whole ride. It makes everything. It's amazing. You have to see it. So we were there in the queue line.
Yes, I do.
And I'm sitting there just looking at all of the details, and the Imagineers did an amazing job on all of the details that they have in there. And so I'm just sitting there looking at all the details and everything. And I happen to turn and look, and I see a guy and a girl, and they're standing there and they're taking pictures. And I'm like, they're not supposed to be doing that. And next thing you know, a cast member snatches them up and is literally like, "Put your phone down, come with us." And they pulled them out of the line and took them in the back, and I don't know what happened, but I'm pretty sure they got fired because it's in the letters, in everything. It says in detail, no phones, no flash photography, no videos, no nothing electronic. So it clearly stated, if anything like that happens, it's immediate termination.
Wow.
So I feel kind of bad because if that person wasn't the cast member and the person that was with them was a cast member and they're going to get fired over something they did because they brought a guest that didn't follow the rules.
They might not fire him though, because if they're going to fire him, they're going to fire him after it opens, right? Because then they could post the video.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they made them delete the footage.
Oh, there you go. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Most times they make you delete the footage whenever that happens.
That's crazy. Well, I hope they still have a job, but whatever.
Yeah. But it's absolutely amazing. Smuggler's Run was awesome. The way that they have it, and I know that like there was people leaving comments in our live stream that was like, the gunners aren't in the cockpit. The gunners have their own say. I'm like, I've seen the movie a million times. I know where they're located. Like, it would have been awesome to have their own little, area where they're literally turning and shooting and stuff like that.
So that you gave me new information. So it's gunners, it's navigators, and what are the three?
It's pilots, gunners, and engineers.
Engineers, there you go.
Yeah.
And so you wrote it twice, you said. So what did you get to be?
Unfortunately, I got to be engineer twice.
Okay.
The second time I begged somebody to let me be like either pilot or gunner, just because I wanted to get the full experience. But the people that we were with didn't want to trade their positions, even though it was the first time they had ever wrote it. So, which I understand. It's, it's understandable. But the way that they have it.
Do?
The engineer actually repairs the ship. We're doing all the repairs and we're fixing everybody's problems and mistakes.
I love it.
Basically yelling at everybody.
So is it like, are you communicating with the other two players?
Yeah. So what it is when you first get into the Millennium Falcon, which, by the way,
did you just say when you first get into the Millennium Falcon? And I actually get to do that. Did you just say that? Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yes.
And it literally looks like the Millennium Falcon, like every little aspect of it. In the movie, like when you see them walking in the Millennium Falcon and there's all these curves and turns into other doors and stuff, it's exactly how it is.
I want to play that chess game with Chewie and not get my arm put up.
So speaking about the chess game, the waiting area for when they break up the teams is in that, what is it called? Like a holding area or something like that?
Loading dock.
Heaven.
Loading dock.
Oh, heaven.
Yeah, they have the chess set and the couch, and you can actually sit there and, hang out before they actually
I love it. And if you beat Chewie, he rips your arms off, right? I've heard that somewhere. Love it.
Yeah. So definitely that's one of the things I was saying about going through the queue line. Definitely make sure you see that part, because there is a part in there with Hondo and he's talking about Chewie letting us borrow the Millennium Falcon to do this Smuggler's Run. So, it's really
for people
cool.
who don't know, Hondo is the guy that gives us the job, right? He's the smuggler, or he's the, who's Hondo?
Oh, Clone Wars.
Yeah, he's the space pilot from Clone Wars Rebels.
No, he's from Clone Wars and Star Wars.
Oh, Rebels. Well, Clone Wars and Rebels.
For this ride, though, he's the guy that sends you off on your mission. True?
Yes. So he's actually looking for a couple of people to, do these basically bounty runs. And so he's trying to recruit new people, and he's seeing basically if you qualify. Do you make the cut? And so they get a team of 6.
Okay.
So they get a team of 6 people. There's 2 pilots, a pilot, co-pilot. There's 2 gunners, and there's 2 engineers.
See, I'm learning stuff. So it's not a team of 3, it's a team of 6. There's a pilot and a co-pilot.
Yep.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yes. So whenever you go in, you're sitting and it's, 2 pilots, 2 gunners, and 2 engineers. The seat belts, it's like regular standard seat belts, kind of like when you ride Star Tours. So it's going to be kind of like that. Definitely plenty of room. So I've had a couple of comments from people that were a little plus size. And they were wondering, like, am I going to fit? Yes, you can fit. It's not like
I'm
flights
at
of
least a
passage.
3X. That's it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's good to know right there.
Yes. Yes, it's definitely poo friendly.
So I can have my Dole Whip before I ride.
Yeah. Well, you can have it before and after.
I will. Thank you. I will tell my wife you said so.
Yes. So once you get on the actual attraction itself, they kind of do a little debriefing and letting you know like how to control the ship. And what I do want to let people know is this attraction is fully interactive. And what I mean by that is the pilots are actually flying the Millennium Falcon. If they steer it wrong, if they don't fly it right, they will crash it. Wow. And then I will have to repair it. So, yes, everything is fully interactive. The pilots have to be able to fly the plane or fly the ship. And if they don't fly the ship properly, we're going to get damages. And that's going to take away our credits because we are basically getting paid in credits. And so the more credits we get, the more money we'll have to kind of spend inside Galaxy's Edge, that kind of thing.
So I have to hear about all that. Let me get caught up in chat. There's a bunch of questions asked, but let's get to the credits as soon as we get back here. But a lot of people are asking me questions, and I'm way behind in chat. So I'm going to try to say hello and see if you added me. Hopefully it'll show up, and I can ask those questions. I know you have a million. And of course, I just zip down to the bottom, and I don't want to waste everybody's time. Hold on, guys. Hey, Jack. Hey, Humphrey. Hey, Wishing Mouse. Mike Wheeler in the house. What's going on? Pirate Princess Red. Hello. How are you? Humphrey Bear. I love that little logo of yours. That makes me happy. Do you get to see Han, Luke, Leia, Darth Vader, C-3PO? Save your answer. No. Christy, I think I said hi. Simply Doodad, I think I said hi. Mike, Disney Park Memories. I'm looking for the questions. I have my phone up so I wouldn't miss any questions, but I feel like I've missed a million. Somebody wanted to know if it looked realistic or if it looked like a video game. I think I know the answer, but I'll let you tell them. Almost to the bottom of chat. Hey, Perry Tyler, what's going on? Let the Wookiee win. Exactly. Hey, Rosa, ATJH in the house, I guess. Stacy's dropping links. Yeah, go. There's so many good people in here to follow, guys. And I just dropped the PayPal link for Scotty and Nikki. Give them some love if you so desire. I dropped their Instagram and their YouTube also. I do not want this whole chat to be me looking through chat here. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Tell me your story, Nikki, about the lady. So there's at least 3. I should be writing these down for you. Your buddy, the Amtrak Traveler, says that Trix Young. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. Okay, I think the Amtrak Traveler asked a couple times. Can you tell us about the lady?
So at the end of our my second experience on the attraction, the pilot and co-pilot were a mother and daughter team. They refused to give up their pilot position, which I completely understand. But they didn't know the attraction was fully interactive. So they were just pushing a lot of buttons, moving a lot of switches, and we crashed a lot. And finally, after a while, we kept telling her, you have to pull up, like fly down, like those kind of things. We basically failed our mission. Hondo was pretty ticked off because then he has to now explain to Chewie how bad the Millennium Falcon got messed up.
So what happened? We've all read that if you do good, they give you something extra. If you do bad, they what?
Yeah, then Hondo actually reprimands you. He gives you this long list of all these damages and repairs, and he revokes credits from you. So yeah,
love it.
We had to do the walk of shame, and we took the elevator going down, and the pilot and co-pilot were really sad and ashamed, and felt kind of guilty that we were missing out on credits. So they took the stairs.
Love it.
They did the walk of shame on the stairs. So
So what do you get to use these credits for? I think somebody asked that, and then somebody wants to know, did you get any merch? But let's talk about the credits first. What do you use?
Okay, so the credits, I think it's just a thing that they say, you know, obviously, like any type of run or anything you do, it's all based on credits. So anything in Galaxy's Edge is credits. Whenever you make a purchase, they tell you it's so many credits to purchase it. And so with the Smuggler's Run, they wanted to include that whole credit thing. You don't actually get physical credits. That would be awesome if they did.
But they do technically have them.
They do actually have credits you can buy. So it's like a solid.
You can buy the Harry Potter money or whatever, that kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. They have, so it's like a commemorative credit that they give you. It's 7 credits. It's like a little bar, and it's like a gold-plated bar. It looks like a bar of gold, but it's 7 credits.
I'm gonna need a whole nother job between now and August when I get to go.
Yeah, it's $85 for 7 credits, so not cheap. I just admired the credits. I was like, I'm good.
So there you go. So somebody in chat asked, and now I have to know, did you bring anything home from Galaxy's Edge? I've seen a few pretty neat things. Well, I'll shut up and listen. Hey, Dan.
Yes. So lightsabers were really expensive. They started between $100 to $200. And $200 being the most, which was Ahsoka Tano's double blades, which were actually really cool. I want to get those. But yeah, I didn't bring that much money because I thought that they didn't have the gift shops open when we went. So I only brought like $100.
Oh, see, I didn't bring that much money. I only brought $100. See, I really do need another job.
Yeah. So this is my bracelet from that I wore for Galaxy's Edge. And I got a couple of pins. And so this is the first pin. It's Batu. And it has the Millennium Falcon on it.
I'm only not talking because I want to see it. Okay, see, there I talk. Oh, show it again. It's pretty pretty.
Okay, and
you might want to back up just a tad.
Let me see.
Hey, Midlife, hey, Juan, how are you guys? Glad you're here.
This one here is DJ Rex. So it's a Cantina pin.
Love. I was only not talking because I wanted to look at it. I love it.
Okay, and so then this one is the Galaxy's Edge Black Spire pin. It's a Black Spire Outpost. This one's Scotty's favorite.
In chat, which one you like? I was just going to say, I think I like that one even the best right there. Which one do you like best in chat, guys? I need to know. Oh, I love them.
Yeah, so these are really, really cool. We got, pins because we are pin collectors ourselves, and we knew that, pins are a hot commodity. And then I went and got these, which are called tokens. I got Sith tokens and I've got Jedi tokens. So this is one of the Jedi tokens. And on the back of it says ignorance yet knowledge.
Ooh.
And then this one is obviously Yoda. And on the back of it, it says, the greatest teacher failure is. And then this is a Sith token. This is Darth Vader.
Very cool.
And on the back, it says, I find your lack of faith disturbing. And finally, we have Darth Maul.
Hey, Meg. Oh.
And on the back.
Hold on. Please show it again when I'm not talking.
On the back of Darth Maul, it says, yes, use your power, focus. So that's the back of it.
I love Darth Maul. Very cool.
Yeah, so these are the tokens. So I got tokens and I got pins. There's a lot of other things out there. Tons of people were getting the Jabba the Hutt pet. What's he called again?
Tenacious Crumb.
Tenacious Crumb.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget his first name. I always remember his last name.
The little guy on the shoulder, like not the Pandora guy, the Star Wars guy. Yeah, I saw that on a stream today. I don't know where I was watching it, or it was on Instagram video, whatever. It looked pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that one I think is 65 from what I heard. It's 65, right?
Yeah, 68.
68 for that Tenacious Crumb.
Just take all my dollars.
I know. Take all your credits, right?
I remember when I used to think I had money and then no, I didn't. I never thought that. What am I talking about? I remember when I actually could buy, fast food, but no more. Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge is taking it all.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is that there's so many amazing things there. They have things for kids, things for adults. They really, really focused on the children, which I really think is cool because that's going to be the next generation of huge Star Wars fans. My daughter, Arissa, she's 11 years old. She's a huge Star Wars fan. And, she cannot wait to go to Galaxy's Edge. Unfortunately, she's going to be spending the summer with my grandmother, or with my mom and my grandmother. So she's a little ticked off at the day that we have our reservation. She's going to be in Illinois. So she's a little mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy either.
Yeah, and I think to answer somebody's question previously, they asked if you were able to see Leia and Luke and Han Solo and those kind of characters. The classic characters are not there to be seen, so you can't see them or anything like that. Chewie's the only one from the classic Star Wars that you can actually see there on Batuu, and he actually is free roaming. He does this really, really cool thing. I don't know if he does it all the time, but when we were there walking around in the Resistance area, there was a satellite that was malfunctioning, and it was making all these weird noises, and it was flashing red, and it was just like something's malfunctioning on it. And he walks over there and he starts pushing some buttons and messing with some things, and he actually fixed the satellite. So I thought it was really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Humphrey Berry asks, "So is it really? Hey, Walt, is it really Last Jedi Land?" So no, it's during the time of 7, 8, and 9, right? I mean, that's what I've read. So the movie.
Yeah. So the First Order is definitely heavily there. It's the 709 is with Kylo Ren and that whole thing. So Kylo Ren's definitely there. The First Order troopers are there. And then you've obviously got the Resistance. So Poe Dameron's ship is there. You won't be able to see it until they actually release the new ride, which is the Rise of the Resistance. His ship is over on that side. So they're still fixing part of that area. It's not going to be open until around October is what they say. But you can still go over to the Resistance side. There's just not that much out there. You basically have 2 ships. One of them's an X-Wing. And then you also have an A-Wing. And you've got the little kind of like gift shops. They're little storage units that they kind of open up. And they become like a gift shop. So they have 2 of those. They have a lot of like the Rebel pilot costumes for kids. I wish they had them for adults, but they have them for the kids. And they come with the helmets. They're absolutely awesome.
Very cool. Now, I have to ask about the Cantina, because since I was 7 years old, I know it's not the same Cantina. I get that. But that's been my dream. Did you check out Og's Cantina? Please tell me everything.
So I didn't get to actually walk inside the Cantina. And the reason why is because it was an over an hour long wait.
Wow.
So that was the longest wait than anything else was the Cantina.
Really?
And they would have you line up to a certain point, and then they would say, okay, we're cutting off the line. No more people can line up. Try to come back a little later and see if we start letting people in line. We tried twice, and both times we went over there, they had cut off the line. So it's definitely a long wait to go. If you have the opportunity to get in line, I would say do it. But I will say that's the first thing that's there when you first walk into Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people just make a beeline straight for the Cantina.
Sure.
So you might want to go and explore a couple of other things. Check out some gift shops first. Try some blue milk and green milk.
So is that just in the Cantina? Is it somewhere else? Did you try that?
I did try the blue milk.
Okay. We must know.
Yes. So the blue milk is actually located directly across from where the cantina is.
Okay.
So you've got the blue milk station, the cantina station, and it's really cute the way they designed it. There's all these like canisters with blue and green milk in it, and all these like balls that are hanging from the little shop. It has blue and green milk in it. It's
Now, is this
really cool.
is this the shop with the meat in the middle of the spit with the?
No,
okay.
That's on a different side.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you first walk in, you've got like first order area, stormtroopers, like they have a first order gift shop. And then they have the cantina and the blue milk. So those are the first things that you kind of see when you first walk into the area.
Is it
The blue
good?
milk, sorry?
Is it good?
It is good.
It sounds disgusting.
No, it sounds disgusting. It's actually not milk. What it is
right there, because milk is disgusting.
Yeah, it's kind of
me in chat, but milk is gross.
Yeah, it's kind of a slushy is what I can describe it as.
So is it sweet?
It is.
I don't know why in my head I didn't think it'd be sweet. But...
Yeah, the blue milk is sweet. The green milk is tangy. So you've got a fruity taste for the blue milk. It tastes almost like do you remember like the push pops or the push ups when you were a kid?
I used to love those, yeah.
Yeah, so it tastes like the blueberry, like push pop kind of flavor.
I'm gonna be honest, I was 100% out on blue and then green. I was more than 100 is. I was more than 100 out on green, but
yeah, no, the blue milk is definitely a must try.
Really?
I was hesitant when I first got it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. The green milk is more of a citrusy type of drink, so think more along the lines of like orange, like between an orange sherbet and a lime sherbet kind of thing.
Midlife vibe. Me and you got the same wavelength going. He liked the push pop or push ups too. I want one right now.
And that's exactly what it tastes like. It just tastes like a melted push pop. Like.
And then food. Humphrey Bear wants to know about the food. What did you eat? Did you like it? Was it good? I read some stuff this week, but mostly it was just confusing. There were so many. I don't know what I was reading.
Yeah, so there's actually 2 food locations inside of Galaxy's Edge. There's a sit-down restaurant that you can go into, which is the I keep wanting to say hangar, but it's not. It's the Flight Deck 7 is what it's called.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got that area, which is a sit-down. They have like soba noodle salads. They have a couple of other offerings. I didn't really go in there because there was a bit of a line. It was only like a half-hour wait though, so it wasn't that long. I went ahead and went with the quick service, and I went over to where they have the Ronto wraps. So those are the only quick service food that's available are Ronto wraps. And yeah, and it sounds disgusting.
It's going to take me a while to figure out what, it is in English.
Yeah. So Ronto wraps are basically a pita pocket that they put a slice of pork, and then they put a sausage, and then they put like a tangy kind of coleslaw with like peppercorns in it. So it's like called a peppercorn slaw. And it's really good.
Sounds good.
I will say it's very filling. So, thinking like, oh, I have to get 2 of them, they're not going to fill you up. It filled me up. I barely could finish it. But I will say that I kind of felt like there wasn't that many offerings as far as food goes.
Really?
So, yeah. So for the quick service, they do only have the Ronto wraps. They have more drink selections there than they do food. So
my Disney park memory said, was that pork or was that pork?
Yeah, it could be like pork slices, pretty much.
We couldn't do it, but I bet I could.
Yeah, it's just get rid of those things. Just cook them all.
I know that little noise, like, yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
No, I was out on porks.
And In the morning time, they have more of a selection. So they have a Ronto wrap, but for breakfast, and they actually put cheese on it and stuff. So it's still the sausage thing, but they add cheese on it. And then they also have morning oats, which is like the overnight quick oats kind of thing that they have for breakfast. But as far as that, that's the only quick service options they offer. So pretty slim pickings. They don't have much. They do have popcorn there, and the popcorn's purple.
Purple popcorn.
Purple
hey,
popcorn.
Randy, welcome in.
Yeah, so purple popcorn, they have their own purple popcorn station. It's in the marketplace. And
Purple
then
popcorn. Does it taste like popcorn, or is it like flavored?
it's just
it's like sugar coated and
sugar
dyed.
coated, yeah, and dyed. So
Okay.
yeah. Kind of tastes like kettle corn, but with purple like color.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, I'll get back in chat here. I've been trying to follow chat. I think I got the main questions that I saw a few times. I'm not a jealous human being. I am fully jealous and really excited for you. Like, and you know what? I'm going to say this, and everybody else in chat, don't get mad. I'm glad it was you, because I mean, your name is Death Star Diva. Like,
yeah.
You know, so many people want to get in there, and I'm really glad that you got in there. I've told this story a few times. I used to work for the Boys and Girls Clubs. I still run an after-school program, whatever. We went a couple days before Indiana Jones, the ride opened, and we had a bunch of kids, and they didn't announce that it opened, but it was opening like in 3 days or 2 days, and we got to ride it. Like it was a soft opening, and that's one of my favorite stories. I won't steal your time right here, and I'll tell the longer version of the story maybe again someday. But my point is, you will always get to say that you rode the ride, you were in the land before it was even open, and this is my jealous face. Like, that is so cool. I'm so excited for you
really
and jealous
from it. The fact that I got to go on the very first day that they had the cast opening. I was the first group
like
that got to go
better.
in.
The very first day, like
yeah, first day, first group that got to go. So it was pretty amazing, to say the least. And yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry. I was a grown woman crying when I seen the Millennium Falcon and I walked inside of it. I did cry. Because that's literally my childhood.
When I've talked to people about what is this real? You know, I was listening to a podcast today that they're in here, and he was talking about his excitement for it, and I think that I still don't even, like, I'm talking to you, you've been there, I've seen, like, it's really open, like it's really about to open. I still don't think I really believe it. Like, I'm not calling you a liar, but I don't think my mind is wrapped around that I really get to go in the cantina, I really get to walk in the Millennium Falcon. And I despise very little in life. Crying in public is not my thing. I'm not saying don't cry. I don't want to cry.
You're going to. You're going to.
So I grew up in San Diego, and I was on the front page of the San Diego Union my senior year, and I won't go into why. Crying. It's a football thing, and I don't want to talk about it right now because we tied, we didn't win. But it's a whole thing. I don't want to cry in public. I'm sorry. I know I'm old-fashioned. Be mad at me.
You'll have to hold it back, because I'm going to tell you, like, as soon as you walk around that corner, the way that they have it, you're literally, like, you're in Frontierland on the backside of Big Thunder Railroad. Okay, so you're just literally like, okay, you know, it's, you know, rocks and, you know, sand and dirt and stuff. And you literally walk around the corner and you just see, like, the arch with the flags and everything. And you're just like, oh my God. And as you start walking through, it just gets more and more immersive. And for a second, you literally forget that you're at Disneyland. You forget that you're on the planet Earth. You forget all of that. It's literally immersive. And
it's the best. I'm so excited.
Even the trash cans are different. They're not the same as, like,
I love Disney trash cans, so that's good to hear.
Yeah, the trash cans are completely different. Even the restrooms, the way that they have them, you would think that the Imagineering would stop, like, at the restrooms. Because, like, I mean, who cares about the restrooms? you literally go in there and you're like, okay, you're like on a space station's bathroom. Like,
I
it's
love it.
really weird.
I
They
love
have
it.
all these like kind of newfangled space aged things that they have in the bathrooms now. So it's like
I
you
don't
have
think I
this.
want to know what they do in the bathroom then. I feel like maybe I'll leave that for the next. Maybe I'll go in Frontierland. I don't think I want to know what they do.
Okay, just to let
Hey,
you know,
Ray
to
J.
dry your hands, it's above the sink. Just try to find it.
I'm gonna leave with all these wet. Well, I don't even want to go there. Christy, I may or may not cry, but I won't get it on video.
Yeah.
I probably will actually.
First,
Juan, Jack, Christy. Oh, just saying hi. If you were new, oh, thank you, Janine. I thought I saw another question. Everybody say hi to Ray J. I hope the toilets are like the high-tech Japanese one, Ray J said. I don't know much about high-tech bathrooms, but
Funny.
I'm out on that. Give me a low-tech toilet. Thank you very much.
Also, in Galaxy's Edge, from what I've heard, there's a drinking fountain when you go drink from it. If you remember from the first Star Wars film in '77, that weird-looking eye that pops out in the trash compactor scene.
Yes.
It pops up right where the water fountain is.
Oh, I love that.
I tried looking for it and I couldn't find it. So I don't know if it's working right now, but I literally walked around looking for that.
So that's interesting. You know, I told you about the Indiana Jones thing. You've been in there early. So when we were in the queue for Indiana Jones, like I was with a bunch of kids, and it scared the poop out of some of those kids. You know, and so a lot of people don't know this, but I was there. The roof dropped and the spikes came down and they stopped all of that. And I know why, because it freaked the heck out of people, because I watched my kids freak the heck out. Like they were freaking out. I'm like, you know, like that was the day I think my wife told me that telling kids to shut up was not okay, but you're not going to die and I'm not leaving this line. So, you know, cry because I'm not leaving this line. But you, like, if they change anything, you've seen it. Like whatever doesn't work or whatever is too expensive. I mean, you know, like Disco Yeti used to work. He worked for a little bit. I didn't get to see him, you know. So
I know, right? No more Disco Yeti. Expedition Everest.
Yep. So what was your favorite thing?
Oh gosh.
Please don't say the bathrooms.
No. I have to say the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Because I've literally
the ride or the actual seeing the Falcon, or what do you mean by that?
Well, seeing the Millennium Falcon was amazing in itself, but I think the walking inside of the Millennium Falcon and actually getting to walk, you know, it literally is exactly like it is in the movie. And so at that moment, I was, you know, 6 years old again. Like,
oh,
I was a little kid. Like, I mean, I was born the year Star Wars came out, and 3 weeks old, my mom took me to see that movie. I don't remember it. Obviously, I was 3 weeks old, but that's the very first movie I've ever seen in my life. Was
so
the Star Wars.
I was 7 in '77. I was 7, and I don't remember seeing. I know I remember standing in line. It was in Oceanside, California, with my mom. I remember the stanchions. Is that the queue in Disney? Whatever the things that you walk through. And I mean, that's the only memory I have of it. But I know I went and saw it in '77. And for you guys doing math, I'm 49, whatever. And I think I say this. My 7-year-old self has been out more since they've announced it, and August 29th, baby. I mean, it comes. Well, you've already been there. I was gonna say it comes sooner to you, but you've already been in there. I need to hear from Scotty, Mr. Kilt Guy. I would be so excited. Like my wife and 2 of my daughters just went to Disneyland without me. They went to grad night, and we just moved. It's all good, but there's a little bit of you're having fun without me. She went to Star Wars without you. I need to hear from you.
Oh no, it was fine. Like, you know, she deserved it. I mean,
what a good answer.
Her bestie invited her. What was he going to tell her? No, she can't go. Like
no.
First of all,
I would have revolted. No.
Yeah, she'd look at me. I'd probably get hit over the head with a frying pan. I'd wake up after she got back from Star Wars Land.
That was a little Rapunzel action there. I love it. I mean, I know you weren't gonna be mad about it, but you're like, come on, like.
Yeah.
No, but the funny thing was, like,
blog
she
that
was
day.
there.
I'm not at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge right now, and my wife is.
No, the funny thing is, when she was there, I'm texting her like a laundry list of things to do.
All these things.
Tell me everything. What are you doing?
Make sure you get tons of footage. Make sure you do lots of photos. Make sure you try out all the food. Make sure you get these souvenirs. Check the prices for everything. I didn't see any of those text messages until after I
in a little bag.
The seal back and got my phone back.
So you're like later, honey, I didn't see any of these. I'm already out. I really still lied. It was kind of boring.
Yeah, whatever. If you only had sent me that, like maybe, I don't know, 4 hours before.
Right.
Yeah, the only text message I got back was they made us seal our phones, and I was just like, dang. Like all my dreams were just shot in one failed text. It was just crazy. But so, no, I mean,
so you guys awesome. Have reservations for when it opens? ?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going June 19th.
You'll still be in there 2 months before me. So I'll be there August 29th for opening day. And I'm going with a bunch of people, a bunch of people in the chat will be, hey, the Lynn Project announced, welcome in. Hey, Mike Wheeler, what's going on? But we're going, I think, October 1, 2, 3, 4, October 2 through 5, or 1, I don't know what I'm doing. Early October.
And you guys are going to the Disney World one, right?
Yes. And I just saw that if you're staying in a Disney property, they're going to have 3 extra magic hours for. Yes, I will be there for those hours.
So nice. I think you go in at like 6 in the morning.
Whenever they let me, I'll be in the cantina.
Exactly right. You'll be there bright and early.
Okay, so here's a fun fact about that Galaxy's Edge as opposed to our Galaxy's Edge. Ours has the original Falcon from the movie. Yours was built there. Walt Disney World was built there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the one here. Cool. Yeah, so the one here was in the movie that J.J. Abrams directed that was sitting out in London that was shipped over here. So that is the original Falcon.
Oh, that's the one they saw on Google Earth and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they built it in England to hide it from it? I mean, you got to build it somewhere.
Yeah, they had it hidden with all these shipping crates.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I remember thinking, is this real? Like I didn't even know it was.
But you know what's kind of like the sad but amazing part of that ship here, and
that I haven't seen yet.
If you open up that ship, it's full 1:1 scale. The entire interior is built from that ship. Yes.
Really.
Everything that you saw, like in Force Awakens, Last Jedi, inside the ship, that's inside this ship right here in Anaheim.
Really?
Yeah, because they filmed everything inside it.
That's pretty darn big.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's a 1:1 scale. It's true to life. That's the true size of the Millennium Falcon.
That's huge.
And it's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Juan, my wife and my kids were just there. We don't have plans to go back. My wife usually goes out to see her mom who lives in Redlands in the spring. And they just did that. My daughter had her graduation, so she went to grad night. They were just there, I don't know, a week and a half ago or whatever. I don't think they have current plans to Disneyland. I'll be in World late August for opening, and then I'll be in October with the family trip. I want to get out there. I think we don't have any money, and now I got to buy this green milk and all this other stuff. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I want to try to have an annual trip out to Disneyland. But 2020 maybe, I don't know. And mostly,
do it later because it's going to be crowded for a very long time. So enjoy your reservation at Walt Disney World.
That's truly what I'm going to do.
Sure, it's going to be just as amazing as the one here in Disneyland. Oh, yeah. I've seen, some of the mapping and stuff. It pretty much looks the same. You guys is technically a little bit bigger though, right?
No, probably is. I don't know that, but I'd be shocked if it's not. That was the thing about having it at Disneyland. I was surprised. I mean, they have a little bit of land, but Orlando has a lot of land. Hey, Disney nerd herders. Yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going with a group. Again, a few people that are in the chat will be there. I'm just going to be a Disney YouTuber, and I'm going to meet my friends that I've just known in chat and on screen, and I'm going to have so much fun. And I don't care what I don't see, because in October I'm going, and I got 3 hours.
There you go. Enjoy it.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy, like, you can always say you were there before it opened. I won't be able to do that, but I will be able to say I was at least in the parking lot the day it opened. Wherever I get to, I don't know. But because in October I'll be using the 3 hours.
However you get there. And honestly,
that's all that matters.
I'm more excited for my friends to see Galaxy's Edge and then for them to call me and let me know like how it was for them, because I think it's just going to be as amazing for them as it was for me. I mean, whether you go the very first day it comes out or, 230 days after it comes out, it's still going to be amazing. And every little aspect of it, I can say I did kind of peek inside the cantina because I really wanted to see it really bad. And it looked nice inside there. It looks, from what I've seen, it looked like the cantina. And I just literally was like, I'll sew my arm right now if I can get in. Like, I was trying to cut in line. I was trying to negotiate. It wasn't working.
Brandy and Dave, they were in here. I don't know if they're still in here. I was on their podcast, and I listened to one of their podcasts today while I was mowing. Actually, I talk about you on my, whatever. Anyway, one of the questions they asked to all their guests, and they asked me, is if you could have a first-time memory, a redo, you could do it again. Hey, Prince Charming Dev in the house. Everybody check out Prince Charming Dev. How you doing, Dev? Glad you're here. I think that what I said was, and I think what a lot of people say, is that first time my son or my daughter, I have 4 daughters, saw the castle. But I think we all are going to have a new one. Like my 7-year-old self is going to see the Millennium Falcon. I'm going to walk in the cantina, and that might be a memory. Like, I mean, my 49-year-old self might be as excited as my 7-year-old. I'll be just excited as I would have been at 7. I'm so excited about that. Oh yeah, Stacy says that Brandy and Dave are 10 away. Guys, somebody get over to Brandy and Dave. Get them to. Well, they're at 1K, right? Yeah, they're 10 away from 1K. So come on, get them over before our stream's done. But anyway, what's your I'm plugging Brandy and Dave a little bit there because I like them and they're 10 away. But what was the one thing that you saw that you think is the most that's gonna be your memory? Like, I saw it for the first time. What was it? Seeing the Millennium Falcon? What was the one that you'll remember?
Yeah, mine's definitely the Millennium Falcon. Like, I literally still have dreams about it. And I think my memory, like, I can't wait to have this moment. But I want to be able to see my daughter's reaction to seeing the Millennium Falcon, to building their own R2-D2, because
daughter? I think you shared earlier, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Ari's a huge R2-D2 fan, so I can't wait for her to.
Is she a preteen? How old is she?
She's 11.
Yeah. So my youngest is 13, and she's absolutely a Star Wars nut and has become one last year. Yeah. So 11, 13, close enough. That it makes me happy.
The funny part was when we went to Star Wars night for the Disney After Dark. We took her with us to go with us.
We bought the tickets especially because she's that big of a fan.
So we're walking on Main Street, and right by the firehouse, there was at least a good half dozen, almost droids just wandering.
Wow. They had a droid parade.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
She's walking around. She's meeting R2-D2, R4-D4, and as soon as she was done, she just immediately just broke down and cried. Like, she was that happy.
Yeah.
See, that's actually the thing. Like I joked about it earlier. I'm going to be with some friends, and I'm going to be meeting some new friends. And again, some people in chat, I'm going to be meeting people I really like for the first time. And for the first half hour, I don't want them to see bawling, crying death. That is not what I want. Hey, nice to meet you. That's not what I want.
Have a meetup with them afterwards whenever you've calmed down and you're not crying and bawling.
Look at me straight in the eye, all right, for the next 4 hours. Whatever.
I can see that he goes to the meet and greet after, like, "Hi, why are your eyes red?" Your eyes are red.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't wait for, like, I know Prince Charming Dev's on here. He's getting ready to come to California to see it, and I specially made him these Galaxy's Edge Mickey ears,
nice.
so that whenever he came for his first time, he would have his.
Nice.
The girls have all the fun, with the mini ears and everything else. So I thought I'd make him some Galaxy's Edge men ears,
I love it. Didn't you guys take him to Boysenberry thing at Not Spray Farm? Because I love Not Spray Farm. Yeah, I thought that was you guys. Stacy, no. Stacy, I thought we were friends. Stacy says we want to see crying, bawling Jeff. I stopped having daughters because they keep making me crying.
Oh, I know.
Deb's saying he loves the hat. That's awesome. I
love it. Thanks.
So think of it this way. The women have the castle.
Yes.
Men have the Millennium Falcon.
No.
It's a fair trade. I think
we're going to stop that right there. I have the Millennium Falcon.
She is Death Star Diva.
That's right.
Is true.
I think I said this to you when you were on my Friday show with Gonzo. I liked you before I knew you. Like, your name was enough. Like,
everybody always says that, and then whenever they see me in person, they're like, "Can I steal your name?" And I'm like, "No."
Right? You're Death Star something else.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, you could be Death Star Droid or Death Star. I don't know. You can't take my name.
I love it. I think I told you that before. Disney Nerd Herders, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, so anybody in chat, we're right on the button on the hour. I'm in no hurry to leave. I don't want to get rid of you guys by any means, but if there's any questions for either one of them, while we're waiting on questions that I think will come, you guys want to plug your stuff? I dropped your PayPal. I dropped Nikki's Insta. I dropped Scotty's YouTube, which it's your both, right? Like the Kilt Guy, and then we haven't even talked about your other channel, which we need to do.
My daily check-in or her?
Yeah, well, plug whatever you want to plug, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Well, he has a daily check-in that he does every day. It's a morning motivation. So if anybody wants to get like their, daily fix to start off the day, you can go in there and get a daily motivation for the day. And a lot of times it helps me just to kind of like check in and see how everything's going and just remind myself, life is good. Everything's great. And so he does ones. Sometimes he does them a little late because I know he was late today.
Yeah, you were doing it
like a minute, right? Not like these 18, 20-minute motivational things. It's a quick minute. Listen in, come out, you're done. One of those kind of things.
Hi, Disney Nerd Herders.
Hey.
You ever say hi?
Disney Nerd Herders didn't say hi to me. It was just you. Sorry.
No, he said hello, Nikki.
Yeah. Okay. My name's not Nikki.
I know. I said hi.
I said hi too, but I'm all, oh wait, they didn't say hi to me. So
this is you went to the Star Wars Land without me hostility that I see coming up.
Yeah, Pirate Princess Red and Rosa are doing a great job putting our links down there, so no worries.
They're good. And then some of the things that I don't think that she was able to touch on because I know her. She loves Star Wars Land so much she forgets a few things.
I do.
Over in the Cantina, it's a 2-drink maximum.
Yeah.
You cannot have more than 2 drinks because they don't want you drunk all over the place and all that other stuff.
I appreciate you saying that. I didn't write them down, but somebody was asking questions earlier, and that's one of them I forgot to ask. So how do they handle it? I heard that at the end of your couple hours, stormtroopers give you a hint to get out.
They kind of, it's really cool. They have this like almost, I don't want to say, it's like a catwalk that's above the tower. So they kind of make their way up the tower and they literally make an announcement like, we've got too many Rebel Alliance or, here, we need to kind of clear everybody out, and so they kind of make a warning announcement that, you kind of got to start getting out of there. So everybody knows at that point to kind of make their last purchases, ride them, smugglers run one more time, do whatever you got to do. Before they kind of head you out. And then after that, they kind of, stormtroopers come in and kind of make a sweep of everybody to kind of get out of the area so that they can make room for the next group. But I will tell you the reservations, you do get a band. So you have a wristband. Okay. And what they do is they'll mark the wristband. So if you see that, they'll have a mark. So whenever you go in to order a drink for the Cantina, I'm sure they're just going to mark your bracelet more than 2 marks and you're done.
The Lucky Minute just said what I was thinking, and it goes right to what you're talking about. I want to be escorted out by stormtroopers. Like, that's such a mistake. We're all going to wait till the last moment. Like, I'm normally, all right, I'll leave. If I've seen what I want, I'll get out of other people's way. Now I'm not. I want a stormtrooper to make me leave.
To personally like shove you out.
Here, hold on. Can you say that again to me, Mr. Stormtrooper? Let me hit play. Yeah, it would be perfect. I don't know.
Yeah, the one thing I love about it is that there are a lot of characters that are free roaming. So you have a couple of pilots from the Rebel Alliance and stuff that are there from the Resistance and everything, and they kind of walk around and they'll interact with you and meet with you and stuff. They'll ask you, if you're ready to join the Resistance, and they'll question you. And at the same time, Kylo Ren and his stormtroopers are walking around asking you the same thing. They want you to be part of the First Order, and they do not want you to sway. So, they say that your commitment and dedication is of great importance to the First Order. So they don't take kindly to people that kind of move over to the other side. So they want to know, if you're going to stick with the First Order, you better be true to it.
I love it. And I have to share. So my daughter, my 13-year-old, when she was, 10, we went into the BB-8 meetup. And BB-8's like her favorite thing. Yeah. And she was wearing something about the dark side shirt, and BB-8 wasn't having it.
Oh yeah.
My daughter is still upset about that meetup. She's still upset about it. And so I don't know.
She wore the wrong shirt.
She didn't. I guarantee she never wore that shirt again, and she's upset about it to this day. It was like 4 years ago, and it makes me happy and a little sad, which is crazy. But anyway, I love it. But I love that. I love the interactions. I love that Disney. I mean, you would tell us if it wasn't to your expectations, hopes.
Oh yeah, I'm such a huge Star Wars fan, and I've watched every single movie. And I mean, I was the one that I went to Carrie Fisher's grave on her birthday and wished her happy birthday. So I'm that big of a fan.
Now,
sorry, I'm starting to get choked up because like the new movie's coming out and they're gonna have her in it, and I'm not ready for that. Definitely not ready for it.
Are you in Pomona? That's weird that I think I know that, but yes. I know that area. I used to live not too far from you, and I had a client in Pomona. It doesn't matter. But where is she buried? Somewhere over there?
Yeah, she's buried in Forest Lawn over here, in Hollywood. So L.A. Glendale.
Yeah, Glendale. Yeah. Across from the Disney Animation Studios.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's in the same place that Walt Disney is buried.
Yeah.
So in the same cemetery.
Yeah, we did a video some time back where we did visit her grave, and we showed her grave.
Yeah, we went on her birthday, and we sent her flowers and stuff, and then afterwards we went to the what's it called, the Cantina?
Oh, the Scum and Villainy.
The Scum and Villainy Cantina in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So we went there afterwards. It's the Star Wars Cantina bar.
It started off as a pop-up where it looked exactly like the Cantina from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Served a lot of the stuff, alcoholic versions of what you saw. And then after a while, it became so popular, it became a solid brick and mortar. So now it's finally there. You can go whenever you like. And it's cool because when you walk in, you see like the radar screens that you would from the Rebel Alliance. And then you walk further in, and it's the whole Cantina itself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And they encourage you to dress up as cosplay.
Cosplay is
it's mandatory over there.
Well, not mandatory, but
they all.
It's definitely a must. They encourage it.
It's not in the same universe, but if I go as I need to do some sit-ups version of Thor, because that's my Halloween plan.
No, it's because when we went there, Indiana Jones was hanging out.
Nice. So they're okay with crossovers. I love it.
Yeah, they're okay with crossovers. Oh, yeah. We've seen Doctor Who in there. We've seen like all kinds of different.
Yeah. I don't get Doctor Who. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's something we'll have to have a pot of coffee, and I'll sit down and explain it.
Yeah,
it's going to be a couple pots. One of my daughters is a Doctor Who fan, and I don't get it.
I wasn't a huge Doctor Who fan at first either, and they told me I have to watch certain episodes, and then that got me hooked. So
yeah, my dad told me I needed to keep trying sauerkraut until I liked it. I'm like, no, it's disgusting. So if it's an acquired taste, I'm out. RVing to Disney popping in. What's going on? RVing to Disney. You guys have rocked. I don't see any questions that I didn't get to. Brandy and Dave are 8 away. I was just going to ask you, Stacy, read my mind. Get over to Brandy and Dave's channel.
Oh yeah, they're almost at 1K.
Get over to the Kilt Guy's channels and Insta and all those things. Give them some love, especially gives them some thanks for popping on here. Last chance if you want to ask them some questions, guys. I'm in no hurry, but I don't want to keep them all night. We've already kept.
Thanks, Christy. That's so cute.
I've had so much fun. Like every week I do this, it goes so fast. Like you guys always have fun things to say about your channel and what your experiences are. This one went. Well, it went light speed. It went faster than I could have imagined. And I thank you so much for doing it. I'm happy that you went.
Faster than the Millennium Falcon.
What's that? I'm sorry?
Faster than the Millennium Falcon.
Yes, if you round down, he, set the record. I loved this. I loved this hour. I loved your happiness. I guess that's what I really am going to take away from this. How happy you are that you got to go and see it and you shared it with us. And I know everybody in chat had a blast. I mean, I've been really trying to keep up with the questions more this time than I normally do. And I'll speak for them.
I just have to say for like any Star Wars fan out there, there's always going to be people that are going to pick little things apart here and there. The only thing that I could say is, yes, like the gunners aren't in the cockpit in the Millennium Falcon. They have their own separate area. But other than that, everything was completely fully immersive and they didn't skimp on the details. And that's something that, to me, a true Star Wars fan will definitely appreciate. And I know that any other Star Wars fan that walks in there is going to have the same love and respect that they gave to this area. It's definitely an homage to, the Star Wars franchise and, how far it's come. And it's just absolutely amazing. And I know every single Star Wars fan out there that loves it just as much as I do is going to absolutely fall in love with this place. It's going to be the newest. I know that 5 years from now, it's still going to be long lines and tons of people in there because I'm going to want to hang out there every chance I get wherever I go. So I know everybody else is going to want to do the same thing.
Well, okay, you saying all this is going to be my dream of Star Wars Land. We're going to go into the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Yes.
You're going to be the pilot.
Yes.
I'm going to take off my shirt, and right when I say light speed, you're going to say, Chewie, punch it!
Hey, Greg, welcome in, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Yes, I don't know about the taking off the shirt thing, but all the rest I'm down for.
Oh, no, like if you ever see those Bigfoot sightings on TV and everything, I lost bets and I was really drunk. That's all I have to say.
Those were blue milk, I swear. It was blue milk. Yeah. He was over at 2 Max.
Yeah, my daughter's nickname for him is Chewy, so we always call him Chewy, and that's the whole thing of it. So he wants to be my co-pilot, so I could yell, "Punch you, Chewy!"
I love it. Well, listen, I think I know the answer, but I was thinking I would end it with this. Brandy and Dave. Dave, I hope you're in here. Dave, I've heard on at least a couple of his podcasts say that Universal went and did the Harry Potter thing and tried to out Disney, and now Disney is telling Universal, hold my beer while we take care of Star Wars Land. Would you agree with
Pretty
Dave?
much.
Did they kill it? Did they crush it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least until Nintendo Land comes out.
Yeah. No, I'm not even thinking like it's I've been to Harry Potter World. Okay. I've seen,
It's pretty amazing. Like I loved the movies. I didn't.
Oh yeah, I love the movies. I've seen every single one of them. I'm a Hufflepuff. So yeah, but no, If I had a choice between Hogwarts and the Millennium Falcon, are you kidding me? Millennium Falcon.
But is that because you're a fan? Because I mean, you're Death Star Diva, or did they take it to the next level?
They knocked it out of the park. Like with this,
I wanted to hear.
With this land, they knocked it out of the park. You can see wiring inside the Millennium Falcon. When you walk through the halls, you'll see like components and wiring and all this. It literally looks like you're in the Millennium Falcon. You're literally, your mind is trying to wrap itself around the whole, okay, am I really inside the Millennium Falcon or is this just the stage? Like, what is this?
Did you explain how the land is actually separate from Disney and the sounds in?
Oh! Hey, I have to tell you about this. Sorry.
See, this is why I'm here, because I need to remind her of stuff she doesn't talk about.
That was my favorite part of the whole stream. I'm already having a fun, but that was great.
Yeah. So this is like my favorite part of the whole land is whenever you go in there, you're so fully immersed that you can hear ships flying over your head. They're not there, but you can hear them whizzing by. And so you know like which way they're coming from because the way that they do the speakers. So you're literally like, looking out for a ship, but there's not one there.
I live in Fort Worth. We've got a naval air station right there. And often you hear it and they gone. So that's pretty cool.
And the thing is that because of those sounds that you hear, you'll hear like a little background sounds like in the marketplace and that kind of thing to where you don't hear anything else outside of that area. So you don't hear the train from Disneyland. You don't hear, the carousel from Fantasyland. You don't hear any of that stuff. It's literally drowned out with all the immersive sounds that they put in there. And you can't see anything else outside of that area. So there's a part where you go into the queue line of the Millennium Falcon and you're on the second level landing and you can see out, but the only thing you can see is the mountain from the Big Thunder Railroad. That's all you can see. You can't see anything else. You can't see the train. You can't see the castle. Nothing.
So you made me think of a question. RVing Disney says that your laugh is contagious, and I agree, and I love that.
Aww. I love RVing Disney's channel, actually. I've been looking at her little RV setup, and I'm like, if I ever had one, that's exactly what I do.
I love it. I love it. So on Pirates, it's got a smell. On Small World, it's got a smell. Tell me Star Wars Land has a smell, and what the heck does it smell like?
Oil and machine parts.
Okay. All right, that fits. I'm not buying that candle though, but that fits.
Yeah, it just basically it smells like you're on another planet, and it just has its own distinct, kind of smell. The one thing I will say that they may add in later, and I hope they do, is when you walk down Main Street and you pass by I don't know, the Gibson Girl or Carnation area, and they have the smellitizers. So you can kind of smell the waffle cones. You can kind of smell those kind of, scents. I really wish that they would do that over by Ronto Roasters and have a smell of barbecue or beef or something like that, because they have this whole setup. I'm sure you've seen it in the concept drawings, and they have this huge basically engine
You're talking about Ronto Roasters?
Yeah.
It's a pod racing engine.
Yeah, so they have the pod racing engine. It's literally flame broiling the Rontos underneath that are on the rotisserie. And they have all this smoke and they have the sounds and everything, but they're just missing the smell. You can't smell it. So I think if they put the smell in, it would be a little bit more immersive. But it's kind of cool to see the pod racing engine there, but I just think they, adding a smellitizer to it would just be even better. You'd be oh, beef, gotta go get me one of those Ronto Roasters. Right now, it's just
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited that I don't have to go on a diet before I ride the ride, because it's not something I thought about. But yeah, I've got an extra large size, pair of shorts I'm wearing currently. So that is good news.
Yeah, I was worried about that too, because after
I didn't think about it.
Flights of Passage and everything else, I know there's been a couple of people that are I don't know if I can fit on it, and I was worried about whether or not I was going to be able to fit or
that's
not.
Kind of cool, though. You got in there early. What else should we be asking you? There's a better question. That was a really neat little piece there. We've talked about food, we've talked about the rides, we talked about what was your favorite parts, but any advice? And again, if you got to go, tell me. I've kept you 20 minutes over, but
that's fine. Okay. We have
advice for all. I bet if we ask how many people in chat are going in the first day, let alone the first year, we're gonna go. So all of us want to know, what do we need to know?
I definitely would say, yes, it is poo friendly. So the whole area itself, they do have stairs, but they also have ramps. So if you're in a scooter or anything like that and you need to take the ramp, they do have one on the opposite side. So don't get discouraged if you see steps and you're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to see that area. They do have ramps on the other side.
See, that's a good. I was about to ask that, but I love that you're sharing that. That's perfect.
Yeah. So I will tell you that the marketplace that they built, I don't think they took into consideration how many people are going to be there. The marketplace is a little small, so the stores or the like storefronts, you could probably fit maybe 9 people in each little market.
Okay.
Yeah, they made it very small, very tiny, but each market does have certain things. So one market sells like the little stuffed dolls and stuff for the kids. And then there's another market that sells just the popcorn. There's another market that sells Tenacious Crumb.
Okay.
There's another market that sells the pins and the buttons and that kind of thing. And then they have another market that sells like kind of like homemade crafts or like kind of wood crafts. So one really cool thing I wanted to buy in there, and I was like, oh, I wish I had the money. I spent more money on the Ronto roaster than I should have. Yeah, I think it was like $29.99, so it was a really good price. But it's a music box, and it has the Imperial Army symbol on it, and it's carved out of wood. So it's like a wood carved jewelry box.
That sounds
but you
cool.
open it up, and it's a music box, and it plays the Imperial March.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's the coolest thing. I want it so bad.
Love it. I have a Godfather little music box that I play now and then when
Godfather.
Yeah, should be nearby.
You just play it like while you have a horse head in your bed.
when somebody pisses me off, it calms me down. But I would play it for you now. But that sounds cool.
Yeah, and they do have one store has all the lightsabers and all like the holocrons.
Was that where everybody went? Did everybody want the lightsabers?
Yeah, everybody pretty much made a beeline for that store. And, you can go in there. The really cool thing is they have a stuffed Tauntaun head like on the wall. It is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, they've got
Tauntaun on my wall.
Yeah, I know. I want one.
That's not cool.
So, yeah, they've got like a lot of really cool things in there in the lightsaber shop. And the way that they have it set up, it's like a jewelry store. So they have all the lightsabers on display in glass.
Oh, fancy.
And you can kind of pick which one you want and then go from there. So it's a really cool experience. Let's see which one they're asking.
Hey, JC Magic just said what we're all thinking. We're all going to need another job. Just take care of all the merch.
I would say for Mike, because Mike's asking a really good question. So he was wondering if people that are blind like himself would be able to do the ride. I would say yes, that you would be able to do the ride because you're still going to be able to feel everything and still experience like the sounds and like the feeling of the ride. So I would definitely say do it, even though, you might feel like visually impaired. You won't be able to see what's in front of you or the screen or anything like that. Majority of the time when you're doing the ride, you're pretty much just pushing buttons anyway, so you're not really looking at the screen in front of you. So, I would say like go just have a blast, push all these random buttons and enjoy yourself, because
love it. It's
definitely not something that you want to miss.
I love that you were able to answer that for Mike. There you go, Mike. I hope that helped. That's awesome. Yeah. I loved this for the entertainment value. I love this because you love Disney and I love Disney, and just watching how much fun you had. But I actually think you got out some good information that are going to help a bunch of people. So this is really, really
and
cool.
One thing I would like to tell Mike, for somebody who's visually impaired too, asked where the lightsaber shop is, and when you go into the shop, there's a huge mural wall that's almost like 3D. So you can touch it and feel it and see like the images that are on the wall. It's really cool because they have like Tauntauns and they have like all these other animals like from the different planets in the Star Wars universe, and they've also got carvings of the actual people and stuff, so you can actually feel that wall and just see like all the different things that's on there. It's awesome. So I would say do that too, Mike.
That's very cool. AJC, thank you. Nikki, they're saying what a great stream it's been. It's because of you, my friend. So thank you for doing this.
Aw,
I do want to ask everybody in chat, when you going? I want to hear. I'm going first day. I'm going
Tomorrow.
first
Next
year.
week.
Yeah, right. Or I've
Let's
heard a
take the
lot of
van.
originally I heard a lot of people saying we'll put it off for a year. I don't think I'm hearing anybody say that anymore. Are you worried about the lines? Are you going to Disneyland? Are you going to Walt Disney World? I'd love to hear in the stream when you're going. Again, I'll be there for opening day with some friends, and I'll be there in October. And if you're there, I would love to meet you. I would love to, take the selfie and throw it on Instagram.
Awesome. November through December. Perfect timing, Christy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Christy in November, nice. December, Stacy in October, early 2020 for Lucky Minute. Brandy, Dave, right? You better be.
Whenever they'll let me line up. Same.
Yeah. Trix will be there in June. Nice. Greg's there every day. I'm jealous.
Right?
I'll be there opening in August. AJC, me too. I'll be with Dave. Nice, the chef. December in Disneyland.
If they could let me have a sleeping bag and sleep inside the Millennium Falcon, I would totally do it. But they're not going to let me.
From your lips to
yeah,
Mr. Eisner, not Mr. Eisner. Who's the CEO now? Mr. Iger's ears. Come on. I've always said I want to sleep on the island in Jungle Book or Jungle Cruise. Now you just put a new one in. I want to sleep. Everybody says, "Oh, I want to sleep in the castle." I mean, I would. You invite me, I'm not going to say no. But the Millennium Falcon, yes, please. That's perfect.
It's absolutely amazing. And one thing I do want to say, they have the Build Your Own Droid. Yep. It's a separate store from the lightsaber, so that's a good thing because they didn't put everything all in one place. I like the fact that they spread out things. So, lightsabers are in one place, droids are in another. And the Build Your Own Droid, that place is absolutely amazing in there. They do have the most expensive item in that store, and that's the droid, the R2 replica.
Oh yeah, I read
$250,000. Somebody got that kind of money?
It's not. It's I read it. It's 25,000.
Oh, it's 25,000.
It's a remote control droid.
Yeah.
It's a full 1/1 scale of R2D2. I think actually, you can get it
better
built.
Make me breakfast for 25K.
I know, right? It better be able to mix drinks, make a martini.
They're saying that this is the one R2 unit licensed by Lucasfilm that's not just a standalone like statue kind of thing. This one fully moves, it functions, everything. I was reading an article on that on CNN. For $25,000.
Sounds awesome, but what the heck do you do with R2?
If I win the lottery,
if I won the lottery, I would.
I'll nickname him Jarvis. He can.
When I get my first million, it's mostly DVC points, so I don't even think at that point I'm buying R2.
Right.
That would be me. I would get the highest tier level of DVC points, which I think is.
You're gonna have to kick me out of the Polynesian.
Yeah. So have the Build Your Own Droid area. I would say definitely, if you've got a little bit of extra money to spend, definitely do the droid thing. It's absolutely cool. I seen one kid that came out and he built an all black R2D2, and the actual top was clear, so you could see all the mechanics in his brain and everything moving. It was awesome. I absolutely did. I want one of those.
I love it. Let's go back. The Chef family will be there with Dave. RVing to Disney, going to Alani. Did I see that?
Ooh, nice.
Hard to RV all the way to Alani, but did I see that? I'm not sure if I got that. December Disneyland, October Disney World. There you go. Greg's August Disneyland Lynn Project, the 31st. I'll be there for that too. Come say hi. Walt Disney World in November for Disney Park Memories. Pirate Princess said Disneyland, not for a while. We need to fix that.
My Disney Park Memories, yes, it's they start at for the lightsabers, they start at 100 credits and go up to 199. And then the droids, I think they start at I want to say 85 and they go up from there. So I know that the one that he built with the clear head and everything was 118 credits or something like that. So I have to get into the habit of saying credits because everything's based on credits. Because they'll look at you funny if the cast members will literally look at you if you talk about anything about money. I wore my Disney ears. They literally were like, "Where did you get those at? Those are so neat. I've never seen those before. Those are so weird. Are they attached? Is that another set of ears that you have on your head?" Or it was so funny the way that they did it.
I love it.
Yeah, they're completely 100% immersive, interactive. They have, like I said, their own welcome greeting. They have their own like hello, goodbye, that kind of thing that they say.
Or like it's a good son or something like that.
Yeah. So
amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Love it. I'm so excited. Brandy and David sounds like they're 6 away. I saw the Mickey Bunch is close too. Let's get them to 1K, guys. Lynn Project's going on their first solo trip in 3 weeks. That's awesome. Very cool. Adult
solo trips are the best.
Oh yeah, and Galaxy's Edge has single rider lines.
Oh yeah, so Lynn Project single rider
and fast passes. They're going to be doing fast passes soon. I think they're going to do it right when they open, like after they open it up to the public and it's opposed to the reservations.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to have fast passes.
Hi, Kidult TV.
Oh hey, it's Kidult. That's awesome.
In the house. How you guys doing? That's awesome. I mean, you've made my day. I think you probably made a bunch of people in chat today. This has been so much fun.
Yes, Stacy, Mickey Bunch too. They're 7 away from.
I was just gonna say we got 2 people within 7, 1 at 7, 1 at 6 away from 1,000. The Mickey Bunch, who I love, Brandy and Dave, who I love. If you don't know who they are, trust me, trust them. Get over there.
Yeah, I love Kelly. Cool. I adore her. She's my Disney Twinkie. If you don't know what that is, you'll have to ask her about that. But we actually spent some time together when we were in Florida, and we dressed up like twins and did a whole thing. So actually, she's gonna be on our vlog in a couple of days. I'll have some things up because we went to the Hoop-Dee-Doo for the first time and literally ate cornbread until our stomachs burst. So
we don't live in Southern California where we live in Texas, but we have some friends who still live out in Southern California. They have annual passes. They go to dinner. They've been to that place. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I bet I've been with them probably 20 times, and but a lot. They're there a lot. They're like regulars there, and it's fun. I love Disney people, and I am one. So I just love it. I love it. I love that you shared this. I love that everybody in chat had such a good time. I want to get Brandy and Dave and the Mickey Bunch to 1,000, but I can't keep everybody all night. We've been for an hour and a half. So get over there, guys. Subscribe to them. And don't forget, we've got the Kilt Guy. We got Nikki's Instagram. We got the PayPal. It's 2 channels, right? Share that. We've had a bunch of new people in there. Is it 2 channels? Am I confused? You got...
Well, he's got 2 channels and I have 1. Yes. So mine's just Death Star Diva. I do like crafts and things like that. I make Mickey ears and all kinds of different things. So you can check out my channel, just Death Star Diva. And then Scotty's channel is the Kilt Guy. And it's basically both of us. I mean, sometimes he's on there by himself. But
I didn't get all the links for that. I'm not a good host. I should have had all 3 links. But
it's fine. Scotty's putting the link below. So
there we go. Okay, there you go.
We have the Kilt Guy channel. Rosa's on it. She's putting the link on there. That one is basically just Disney vlogs or our adventures out at different amusement parks and different places. We do mainly food reviews. So if we are at a Disney park or if we're at another theme park, it is going to have food involved. So we definitely do food reviews on pretty much every single video we've ever done. Love it. So it's a foodie channel. And then he has a secondary channel that's his Kilt Guy Daily Motivation, and that one he gives you a motivational quote for the day. It's usually less than a minute, so it doesn't take up a lot of your time, but it's usually just a minute motivation to help you throughout the day and just to kind of give you that extra boost to let you know that, you know what, you're an important person. Don't let anybody else tell you different, and that it's a nice day out there and you got to go and enjoy it.
I love it. I love it. And that's, thank you, Brandy and Dave, for everything you do. I think that if I said this early in the chat when somebody asked some question, if my channel could be about anything, it's supporting you, Nikki, and you, Scotty, and everybody in the chat. And I'm not saying that to sound like all cool. Like I create Fun Clubhouse. I started this channel. I started watching on YouTube, and then I started this channel because I wanted more of what what all you guys do for me. And, you know, your positivity, your daily motivation, or just, you know, going on Josh and Jenna's Resort TV 1, it all for me is just making life better. And I just appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, both of you, and everybody in the chat. And, you know, people are saying thank you for having the stream. Thank you for being here. And thank you guys for doing what you do. And if you're a creator and you're posting, thank you for that. Even if I haven't watched it, hopefully I am. You know, and mods, thank you guys. Oh my gosh, the mods have been so amazing. They're amazing every night. But thank you for all the links tonight. They've got a bunch of links, but we're trying to get Brandy and Dave, and we're trying to get Mickey Bunch to 1,000. I love it.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, it's our Disney community and family. We absolutely love everybody that's, you know, has a love for Disney. It's just the community is so, you know, tight knit, and, you know, we have that same kind of language, that lingo. You know, we know because we have friends out there that aren't Disney fans, and you can't really communicate with them very well. It's almost like they're speaking another language. You know, it's, you know, they just don't have their
Disney fan. He thinks I'm crazy. He doesn't believe that I have 1,900 people subscribing. He doesn't understand what Super Chat is. He doesn't know why anyone would watch a live stream. We were having this talk on the phone the other day, and I said, dude, you sound like you're 3,000 years old. And he said, you think you're 17 or whatever. It was a great conversation we were having. And it's, you know, full of love and all that. But
yeah, Disney people are in touch with their inner child.
Oh, Brandy and Dave, giving them another shout out. I was mowing the worst lawn in the history of the planet today, and I was listening to him with Resort TV 1. And Josh actually at one point said some form of, you know, I don't have to be embarrassed about my love for Disney. What? It's the happiest place on earth, and everybody knows it. Like we're like, I'm not saying we're right, but we're right. It's more fun to live. You know,
we live life better. We have more fun. We enjoy the little things in life, and, you know, we don't take everything so seriously. We just, life is short. Live it up. Have fun. You know, dream as big as you can, and you know, reach for your dreams. And, you know, I love our Disney community, and, you know, I'm grateful to, you know, YouTubers, fellow YouTubers, especially YouTubers like you, where you support all other creators. And, you know, we've ran into people that say, you know, like, we're about small creators and things like that, but it was only really for the advancement of their own channel. And, you know, I like your channel that you're so genuine in what you do, and you do for everybody. So I want to give a huge thank you to you, because, you know, without YouTubers like you wouldn't be able to kind of broaden everybody else's horizons, because a lot of times I meet new YouTubers because of your channel. You know, I watch a YouTube channel and I'll be like, oh wow, I've never subscribed to them yet. You know, let's go subscribe.
That's what I want. That you just made my, I mean, you made my day like 57 times in the last hour already. But like, that's what I want. I want my channel to be about that. And I'm not the kind of guy who gets down that often, but I mean, life is life, work is work, and I get mad, and I can turn on YouTube and it goes away, and it's because of people like you guys and channels that are like in the chat. And so if you're in chat, I'm going to close this up in the next couple minutes, because I've kept them for an hour and a half. I feel like I'm being a jerk. But if you want to promote what you've got going on, and I'm talking to you, Christy, I know you got a giveaway that ends right now. Captain Akron, welcome in. If you've got, hey, Mickey Bunch, we've been talking about you, my friend. If you're in chat and you've got something you want to tell people, that's fine now. You want to drop a link, even that's cool. But I'm probably going to close up in 3 or 4 minutes, just because I feel like I'm being rude, guy. We're staying on so long. But
oh no, and I definitely, I mean, it's channels like these ones that are commenting right here. You know, every YouTuber is different and does things from their own way and their own perspective, but it's still with a love of Disney. So I love the fact that, like, through your channel, I met RVing by Disney. I love her channel. Like, I love seeing like her little RV setup, and I've ran into so many other YouTubers through your channel, because you've introduced me to so many other different YouTubers that I never knew existed. And I like each one because everybody has their own interpretation or their own perspective or their own, way that they do things. And that's what makes me love it so much, is that, I get to see everybody else's little version of it.
That makes my day. It really does. Thank you.
Galaxy's Edge, but you know, like I tell it the way I tell it, and somebody else tells it the way they tell it. So
you can confirm that it's not just been this crazy dream or horrible rumor.
Yeah,
you really have Galaxy's Edge. Lynn is really there.
Pinch me. It's real.
All right. Yeah.
I've been pinching myself for a week and a half now. It's real.
Well, I don't know if I can say I was as excited about as you walking in, but when I saw your stream and I was watching and I sent those messages and you guys responded, that's how excited I was for this. So again, thank you so much for doing it. Anybody want to give me an update on Brandy and Dave and or the Mickey Bunch? I hear we got like a challenge.
Yeah, are we at 1,000 for each one?
They're both within,
you gotta get them to 1,000.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, 995. Come on. We need 5 more. I think I'm gonna build channels just to subscribe.
Right? just create a couple of channels.
Yeah, just create a whole bunch just to have them on there.
They're both at $9.95. Well, I'm gonna get downstairs. I'm gonna eat some dinner. I hope before I go to bed, you guys both get to 1K. I'm sure you will tomorrow. I hope you guys all have a great Memorial Day. Guys in chat, thank you so much. Please, please, please. We've brought a lot of people. Give Nikki, give Scotty some love. Check out their channels and their PayPal links and their YouTube channel. You got 3 YouTube channels right there.
So yeah, and we have merch. We got merch.
There you go. And they got merch. So give them some love. And guys, I hope you have a fun and safe Memorial Day. Don't forget what it's about. If you had somebody in your family that gave their all for our country, thank you for that. And I just love you guys. I love the time we spent together. And I didn't think I could be more excited for Star Wars, but you did it. You did it. You made me even more.
Well, I can't wait for you to experience it for your first time because I want to see that.
Oh, well, you will. I guarantee. You might just be me sitting on the porch watching all the people walk by, but that would be good enough for me. I don't really care. I just want to be there. Actually, I'm going to follow them around. Whatever they tell me I'm doing, I'm like I can be Mr. Control Guy at work and stuff. Nah, I'm going to be good. Whatever you guys want to go, I'm good because I'll be there. So
yeah.
Anyway, if you can stick around for afterwards, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody in chat here. Everybody in chat, again, please hit those links. $9.95 for Brandy and Dave. $9.95 for the Mickey Bunch. I think that's it. Have a great night. Have a blessed weekend. Be good to each other. I think that's it. See you soon, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.